Hi, Brad from wpsites.net. Let's take a look at how to copy your WordPress site from your live installation on the internet to your local PC. Now, there's different ways you can do this. There's quite a few different programs you can use. The one I'm going to use is Instant WP because it's the fastest and basically the easiest way. It doesn't interfere with your local PC's registry, and you can install it multiple times, so you can have multiple sites installed on your local computer. So I've already written about this, how to install WordPress using Instant WP, and so you'll find a link to it. Otherwise, just go to Google and type in Instant WP and download the software. So let's do that now. And here it is here. You'll find the download link. It's a fairly large file. It's about 54 meg in size. This is the official site here. So click this link and we'll download the installer to your desktop, and we'll install WordPress on your local PC. So here's what I've done earlier. So this is the installer. So we'll click this, install, and this will just take a couple of minutes to install. Now, there are other programs you can use to install WordPress locally, like MAMP, M-A-M-P for Mac, or WAMP or XAMPP, which you can use for Windows. But this is probably one of the fastest ways to do it. So here we go. Here it's added a few different folders to a local PC, IWP server, system, loader, that's a manifest, and this is the icon here. So this is the one you click to start up WordPress on your local PC. So we'll close that. WordPress has been successfully installed, and we'll just click on this. And from here you can access the front end of your website, also the back end, your WordPress admin panel. This is the front page, so we click on this and this will go through to WordPress, and by default this will have the default theme, which you're probably aware of. This is the 2011 default theme for WordPress. So you can see the address up here is it's got this number here, so it's not a domain name. This is just a number for your local PC. You can access the plugins folder and the themes folder directly from this interface here, and PHP My Admin, so you can log in a PHP My Admin and you can export or import a database in there. So we've successfully done that now. The next step is to export a copy of your content from your live site, which is pretty straightforward. Basically, we just log into the live site, which is here. This is my live site, and if you scroll down to Tools, Export, and we'll just click on Export, and this will export a copy of all your posts and your pages, your categories, tags, and your menus, and you can see it here. So you can export all content here, which includes all the comments, custom fields, nav menus, custom posts, and of course your posts and pages. Or you could export just your posts, just your pages, and you can select by date, by author, different date range, and also with a post you can just export different categories if you like. So if you've got a really large site, you might want to export your posts by month, or by category. If it's too large, it might not import into your local installation. So let's just see. I'll try it with all the content. So I'll export everything. I'll download a full export of all my content, and it's probably going to be around 15 meg in size. Okay, so here we go. Here I've got a full copy of all the posts, all the content here. As you can see, I've checked this this radio button here, and the total size is 14.8 meg. So I'll just drag that onto my desktop, and we want to import this into the local installation. We've just installed WordPress locally on a local computer. Now the problem we're going to have here is this is too big. This is 14.8 meg, and by default the maximum import or upload size is about 2 meg. So we're going to have to change that. So we'll just log into the back end here, and the default password for this is admin password. So it's already saved there. So you don't have to worry about security when you install WordPress on your local PC, because there's normally no internet access. Now you may as well update. Obviously the installation package came with a previous version of WordPress, so we'll just update that to the latest version. Update now. Another way to do this would be to export your database from phpMyAdmin, which you can access from cPanel in your web hosting account, and you could import that, and that'll import everything. That'll import all your content, plus it'll import all your plugin settings and any of your plugins that use database tables. What we're doing with the export here is we're only importing the content. So we're only importing the content of the posts and the pages, and also their taxonomies and menus. So we're not importing any of the tables that are created by plugins. So this is not a bad way to sort of clean up a corrupt database, or if you've got a problem with conflicting plugins or something like that, because you can just reinstall the latest version rather than download a full copy of your plugins. So this is a bit slow to update, but this will update soon. Okay, now that we've successfully updated WordPress to the latest version, it's time to import the export file, which we just exported from your live installation, and here it is here. I'll just delete these two WordPress folders. So this is about, let's just check the size of this. 14.7 meg. Now the default limits on importing are 2 meg, so this is not going to work. So I'll just show you that it doesn't work. We go down to Tools and Import on your local installation of WordPress. Click on WordPress. We'll need to install the WordPress import plugin. Install that. Don't know why that's still showing. Activate and run the importer. Now the maximum size limit is 2 meg. So if I browse for this folder on the desktop and try to import it, it's not going to import. Here it is here, XML file. Sorry, doesn't work, it's an error. So what we need to do is we need to increase those limits. I've already written a tutorial on how to do this. Increase max upload limits in Instant WP. So it's pretty straightforward. Basically what we have to do is go to the PHP ini file, and we have to find the post max size and upload max file size. So you'll find a link to this post in that post I've written about copying WordPress to your local installation. So we go to IWP server and we follow this path here to find the PHP ini file. So where are we? IWP server, and what was the path to server config TPL? Right, server config TPL. And I'd say this is the PHP ini file. So we'll have to open this, and Notepad++ is a good text editor. You'll need a text editor to open this. So we'll open this file, and we have to find those two limits that we need to change. So post max file size. Now let's just copy this, and this is one of the best ways, and we'll go into search, find post max size, find next, and there we have 8 meg it's set at, and that import file was 14.7. So let's just change this to 20 or 200, doesn't really matter. And the next limit we are looking for is the upload max file size. So we'll just copy this. We'll go into search. Let's just go back. Let's just go back here. Search, find, upload max file size. And here it is here. That's set at 2 meg. So we'll change that to 20 as well. Save the changes. So we've changed those limits. We may need to reboot the program, the local installation. So let's just have a look whether this will work or not. Import WordPress. Yeah, see, it hasn't changed, so we'll need to reboot that. So we'll close this off, and this will close down the local server. You've got Apache and MySQL installed locally. This will close this down, and then we'll start it up again. And this is the icon which we click to start it up. And those import max file sizes should have been changed to 20 meg. Let's just go in here, admin, password's the password. Let's just have a look. Tools, import, 20 meg. So you can see that's changed from 2 to 20. So this should import now. So we go down here, grab the file, upload file, and it looks like it's going to import. Now I've got a few different authors on my live site, so I'll just select admin with these, download it and import file attachments, and we'll just see if this works. Sometimes it doesn't work the first time. They really need to improve this tool a bit. It's a great tool, but sometimes you have problems with it. Just while we're waiting for this to import, it might be a good idea to download your theme from your live site rather than use the default theme which comes with Instant WP. You might want to log into FTP and download a copy of your live the theme you're using on your live site. So let's do that. Let's log into to your server using FTP. And we'll download a copy of the parent theme and also the child theme. So we go to, here we are on the live server on the right hand side, and on the left we've got the local your local PC. So we'll go to WP content, themes, and the reason you want to use your live theme is because the formatting may be different, plus you've got all your customization in your child theme if you're using a child theme. So I'm using the Balance theme by StudioPress. So I'll download this. I've already downloaded a copy, but you simply just download this, and I'm using the Genesis framework, so I'll need that as well. So I'll download a copy of that to a local PC, and we'll install that on a local PC as well. I've already made a copy before. I'm just going to find out where I put it. Back up here, WP content, themes, balance. So I'll copy that, paste it. I'll need the Genesis framework, copy that, paste. So I've got the framework and the child theme, which is balance. I'll go to WordPress, which is in HT docs, WordPress, content, themes. Now I'll just what have we got here? Maximum execution time 60 seconds. Let's just see whether it's imported any content. Yeah, it's imported. It's imported some content, but not much. Right, we might want to delete all this because this is just dummy content. So delete all the content of these pages and posts. Okay, and now we'll take the Genesis theme framework, the child theme. We'll put them in the themes folder in WordPress. Now we go back to WordPress, we'll go to themes. They should show up, and here they are here. So we'll change this theme. It's using 2011, which is the default theme. There's actually a new one out, 2012. We'll activate the theme which we're using on the live site, so it's exactly the same. What you might want to do is also install exactly the same plugins as you have on your local, on your live site, and you can do that on your local site. You can download them using FTP. You'll find them in the WP Contents folder, WP Contents plugins. So what I could do is download these and just basically drag them into the WordPress file, WP Contents, on my local installation. So I could put them in here in plugins. But the problem is I haven't imported the database, so I'm not going to have all the database settings for the plugins which use database tables. So I won't do that. So I'll try importing this content again. As I said before, the tools, it's not perfect, but you might have to try it a couple of times. And if it doesn't work, you may have to export. You may have to export your posts by category or by month if the file's too big. This is taking a long time, so there may be a problem. Obviously it's imported a lot of the media attachments, and I know there's over 2,000, so maybe it's too big. If we have a look at the posts here, we'll see where it hasn't imported any posts or pages yet, and I know there's over 700 posts. So let's have a look whether it's imported the categories, and we'll go to post categories. Yeah, it's imported a lot of the categories, which is good. Let's have a look if it's imported the menus. Yep, it's imported all my menus, so that's good. So the only thing it hasn't imported is the posts and pages. So what I can do is go back to my live installation here. We'll click on posts, start date, end date, start date October 2010, end date October 2012, and we'll just try doing this. We'll export a copy of the posts and the pages, and we'll do them individually. So here we go. Here's all the posts. It's about 6.8 meg in size. So we'll just try the posts now. We'll import them into the local installation. Tools, import, WordPress. Find this file. Here it is, 6.8 meg. And we'll import this. And this should work, because this doesn't contain any of the categories, the menus, or anything like that. Assigned to an existing user. No, we'll just leave that blank. So here we go, it's imported all the posts, 704 posts, so that's good. So we'll go back and we'll do the pages now. I'll click this radio box, pages, select the start date, was the absolute start date, June 2010 was when I first started this site, to September 2012. We'll download all the pages and we'll import them as well. This seems to work a lot better than doing the complete, all the content at the same time. Now what have I got here? Oh, this is conflicting with the posts. Alright, so I'll take that away. And where is that file now? Let's go to downloads. This is it here. Just delete that, I don't need that. So we'll import all the pages now. So we go back to the local installation, tools, import, WordPress, find that file, import all the pages, download all the attachments. There might be some media attachments you have for your pages, so we'll just check to make sure all the pages are done. There we go, 54 published pages. So we've got all our content now. We'll have a look at the front end. So this is a live site. Obviously it hasn't imported the header. I could easily add that, that's no problem, but everything looks fine. All the content looks fine. The footer widgets, I'd need to put them in. There's a bit of work involved if you want to make your site exactly the same as your live site. But if we go to widgets, you can drag everything in here and you can configure all your widget areas exactly the same as your live site. So you basically just go to your live site and copy everything in there and do that for your local installation if you want it exactly the same. You can see all the images are working properly. I use quite a lot of images in the tutorials and they're all working fine. So this is pretty much an exact copy of what I've got on my live site. Obviously I haven't put the header in, the widget areas, the sidebar widget areas, the footer area there. I can add the menus. The menus have already been created because I imported them. So I can go here to menus, primary, can't remember what I used here, but I'll just save these. Hasn't added the pages, so I'd need to add the pages. I don't know why it hasn't fully imported the menus, but obviously I'd need to add the pages to the menu. Let's go to secondary menu here, and I'll just add the pages I want in secondary menu, which will be home, maybe go testimonials, home, blog, contact, testimonials. So I add these to the menu. So that's a secondary menu, and this should display on the live site. Here you go here. So that's it. That's all there is to it, folks. It's fairly easy to do. There's a number of ways you can do it. You could obviously export the database out of phpMyAdmin by accessing cPanel through your web hosting account, or you can do it this way using the export import function included in WordPress, which is probably the best way to do it. That way you're not going to import any corruption that you may have in your database, or it'll be a lot more efficient this way. So I've written more about this on my latest post, and I'll add this video to the post as well, and that'll be uploaded to YouTube. So if you've got any questions, if you get stuck, I'm more than happy to help you. You can leave technical questions in the comments, or contact me directly using the contact form, and I'm more than happy to help anyone if they get stuck with WordPress, as long as it's related to the posts or videos that I've already created on my site or YouTube. So cheers, thanks for watching, and see you next time.